Hi guys, it's Jason here with you guys on a Friday morning, live from Carter Scrub. I hope you guys are having a great day. Um, some of you just starting your day and whatnot, and I hope you guys are will have a good day and a good weekend. So let's talk about the Week 7 games in the NFL, almost the halfway point of the NFL season. Well, it's Friday morning. That means there was a game last night. Um, the game was the Broncos at the Cardinals. It was pretty much over from where to go, 45-10. Um, Denver beats Arizona, and Denver gets back in the win. Cardinals. The biggest story out of this game is Arizona identified their offensive coordinator Mike McCoy, and Brian Leftwich will be the interim OC for the rest of the season. Brian Leftwich, um, he's played some NFL years, um, not that many, I believe, and but when I think of Brian Leftwich, I think of um, that quarterback that broke his leg in college, and his offensive line had to carry him to the line of scrimmage. That's what I think when I think of Brian Leftwich. So let's talk about these Sunday games in London at CBS 6:30 a.m. if you're on the West Coast. The game in London is Tennessee Titans and the Sunday Los Angeles Chargers. Um, I expect the Chargers to have a big day if you guys have any Chargers on your fantasy team. I expect I suggest that you guys should start them. Rivers, Gordon, um, Tyrell Williams, Kilden Allen. It's gonna have a big day. But this might be an offensive struggle. But I think the Chargers will get the W. Okay, guys, let's talk about the Pats versus the Bears. The Pats coming off of that big Sunday night win over the Chiefs. I think this is going to be an offensive shootout. You got Mitch Trubisky, you got Tom Brady. Defenses are not that great. The best front seven that couldn't get after Tom Brady. But Brady is really coming in to his groove now. I like the Pats winning that one. On the Bills on the Colts, this game, it could be an offensive shootout or it could be a defensive struggle. I actually like Buffalo on the road to get this win with Buffalo. Former Scappoose High quarterback Derek Anderson, former Oregon State quarterback Derek Anderson, to get the win in the Buffalo Bills is the team that the coach the Indy coach played for Frank Wright. He played for Buffalo. He was the quarterback when the Bills made that epic comeback against the Houston Oilers in the AFC playoffs. I want to say about 92. So that should be a good game. Lions and the Dolphins on at CBS 10 a.m. I like the Dolphins to get the win with Brock Osweiler at quarterback. I know Detroit's coming off of the bye, but I like Miami and the home field advantage. I really like what they did last week against the Bears. The Jets and the Vikings at New York, 10 a.m. on Fox. I actually like the Jets. I think Sam Darnold's a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. Minnesota's defense has been up and down this year. I like the Jets to get the victory. The Eagles and the Panthers in Philly this week. I actually like the Eagles to get the win. I just can't trust Cam Newton in the big spot here. I think Carson Wentz and the company is really, I think at the end of the day, I think they're going to really separate themselves into the NFC East race. That hurts me being a Cowboys fan, but I think when you look at the NFC's teams, I think the Eagles are the one that could be more consistent to win this division. Browns and the Buccaneers, 10 a.m. on Fox. I know Tampa Bay just fired the defense coordinator. I actually like the Browns to win this one. And if you're looking for a fantasy quarterback to play your starters on a bye or whatnot, I suggest that you pick up Baker Mayfield. I think it's gonna have a big day against Tampa Bay. It's gonna be a shootout for sure. It's gonna be one of the 35-28 ball games, but I really like the Browns to get the win. For me, Tampa Bay, Jameis Winston, he's got moments of brilliance as a quarterback for Tampa Bay, but sometimes he just makes those decisions that makes you pull out your hair. Let's go 10 a.m. on CBS. The Houston Texans will travel to Jacksonville. I think this is going to be a defensive battle. We've seen early in the year a 9-6 game when Jacksonville hosted Tennessee, and that could be one of those ball games. I think it's going to be like a 13-10 ball game with the home team get a victory. Both of these defenses are really good, and especially when Jacksonville coming off of a week that they got embarrassed by Dallas. I think Jacksonville gets the victory. The Ravens and the Saints, 1:05 p.m. on Fox, probably the marquee matchup in that late window. I think for me, if you guys are playing fantasy, I'm a little shell-shocked to play any Saints players against the Baltimore defense. I think Baltimore's going to really slow down with Drew Brees. And I think Baltimore gets the win at 24-14. Joe Flacco's really having a very good year at quarterback. The Rams and the Niners, 1:25 on CBS. Jay Goff, C.J. Beathard. I don't think it's going to be a shootout like they played last year on a Thursday Night Football. I like the Rams to get a victory. Once again, if you play fantasy, play all your Rams players. Cooper Kupp is out with a knee injury. I like the Rams to win big on this one. The Cowboys and the Redskins, 1:25 on CBS. Can the Cowboys get their first road win of the season? I think it's going to be tough. Alex Smith is a quarterback that doesn't turn over the ball. Cowboys got a very good front seven. The first round pick, Shane Vanderlist, is really coming on to his own as a linebacker. Cowboys secondary is a very young secondary. But the question is for the Cowboys, especially playing on the road, is can Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott really get that offense going? Dak found Cole Beasley a lot last week, and they're just a very different team on the road, averaging about 28 points at home and averaging about 13 points on the road. It could be an offensive struggle, and if it is an offensive struggle, I like Dallas. But if Washington scores 21 or more, I think Dallas is in really big trouble. I think Washington gets a close victory over the Cowboys, the Cowboys team that I like, but it's going to be a really good game. I think the afternoon slate with the Cowboys, Redskins, Rams, Saints will be a really good afternoon window, with the Rams and the Niners being a Rams offensive clinic, I believe. So let's get to the Sunday night game. Bengals and the Chiefs. Sunday night football. The Chiefs coming off of that loss against the Bengals, against the Patriots last week. They play the Bengals at home. This is a very good Bengals team. Bengals teams is always good. It's always good. Always good in the regular season. They just haven't got it done in the playoffs. We all know that. The thing with the Chiefs, they're gonna score points. They're probably gonna score 30 plus. But the question is, without Houston and Eric Berry, how many points are they gonna give up? That's really a question. I think AJ Green, Andy Dalton, Joe Mixon, and Tyler Boyd will all have big games in this game. I think Kansas City pulls it out into the fourth quarter to get the victory. Let's go to Monday Night Football. Giants go to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Giants, they gotta find an offensive identity. Right now, it's to get the ball in Saquon Barkley's hands. But can they be really consistent on offense? I don't think they can. I like Atlanta's offense more in this game. I like the Falcons to get the victory on Monday Night Football. So those are all your games on the week 7. We previewed recap the Thursday night game, and preview all the Sunday games. So once again, my name's been Jason. Go Cowboys like always, and have a great day.